to see the resilience of the community fighting back. For people are blocking people from being caught. Just to see that people are taking initiative to protect the community. And we back. Episode what? The 19?
Yeah, I honestly lost count already.
Hold on, let me double check, dog.
I
Cause
think it's 20.
20. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, fool, every time I see you with the computer, dog, I'll be like, damn, this fool looks smart. Fool. Like, homie inteligente, dog.
Inteligente, episode 20.
Oh, you just do that to look smart, fool.
Sheesh. Actually, that's how you see me most of the day, fool.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you see me at home, I'm with the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 20, dog.
Episode 20. How does it feel? 20. We reached 20, fool.
That was crazy.
Shit, it's a crazy 20. Not everybody made it.
I made it.
No, and we have our new co-host. We have Rezo in the motherfucking house. Shoo.
No. Start getting used to me,
And
dog.
then we have, of course, one of the part of the team, Fly, as well. We pulled up today.
Fly, yes, sir, yes,
Shout out to Fly. We got David in his motherfucker.
Yo.
And then we got the hater of the word of the year. One of the most controversial fools out here the last couple months. Shout out to Yaz, just clip that clip. Yo, how's everybody's week, fool?
Hey, you can't forget SC Clips over
Oh,
here.
yeah, no, we got FC clips on the motherfucker and the board, fool.
Come on now.
I fool went viral, dog.
Oh, hey, let's start with that. Clap it up for the homie. Clap it up. Shout out SCLA Clips.
Yeah.
You know, he went viral this past week, dog. He dropped a clip. It was very touching. It was beautifully done. It was crafted very, very simple, warm, and just to the point.
Right.
He didn't have to say too much.
Yeah.
It was what it was. It was just art.
That's just to show you how it went.
I
just
went
right?
for it. You just felt it. You just felt it. A shout out to South Central Clips. Yeah, anyway, let's break down that whole process.
Yeah, man.
No,
Let's break down that whole process.
I mean, to be honest, it was 911's idea. We kind of just put everything together.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something that we were just driving down on a Saturday, and we noticed, there's not vendors here where there's usually vendors.
Yep.
So we kind of went with it. I shot the drone shots. He had the idea of the visuals. So downloaded the drone shots. He added the visuals, and we just posted it. We really didn't think it was gonna do this good. It was something that it was catered to our community. These are the people that we see on a daily basis, and they're not here today. And why? Because all this shit going on in the South Central area.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, Mexicans and immigrants are not just doing these jobs. There's a lot more that we do than just street vending.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, it was just something that popped up on a Saturday. We got he kind of finished it real quick, and it went up and it blew up.
Nah, sure, it was dope, bro.
But for sure, though, it was heartfelt. It was something that we it hurt to see because these people, like all of our people, are out here to like make a living, to like pay the bills, pay their rent, and all that stuff. So now that happening, where they're cutting from their daily bread. Now they're going days and weeks without working. That's gonna affect them down the long run for the whole month, maybe even next 2 months. So it's bad out here right now.
Yeah.
It really is.
Shout out to everybody that supported the post. I saw Brownish. I saw a lot of people showing love. Though it hit the TV, right? It hit a news station.
Yeah, a news station. Other big accounts
Fire.
reposted it. Again, shout out to 911. He's the one that
Shout out to 911.
with the visuals.
And make sure you guys add that to your pitch deck.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
9.9 million.
9.9 million.
that's right.
Yeah, fool.
Oh,
I know that fool. That's what I'm like. Yo, I know that fool.
Hey, but with the help of you, South Central Clips, put it out there that we're helping families, bro. We're feeding families right now, that don't want to come out and be scared. Make sure to hit us up, hit me up, hit up Prime, hit up South Central Lake Clips.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on with that?
So we're with the Hood Santa Local Hearts Foundation.
Shout out to the Hood Santa.
We're you know, we're getting a lot of food, we're paying people's bills, people that don't want to come out and they're afraid. You know, we'll go to your door, we'll go, you know, just DM us, or come pick it up. Cause bro, nobody wants to come out, bro. It's just scary, dog. You know.
We were just talking about that earlier. That we're talking about people are not doing their dailies. They're not going to the park. They're not going to. They're not out here no more. From it sucks to the community, hiding.
Right.
And rightfully so, dog. They're trying to tear up their whole fucking life.
Yeah, it's a fear,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
It's
It's a
crazy.
fear.
It's like the movies, like you know those movies you watch, like the future, like fools are just like. Honestly, bro, it feels like they're robots, fool. You think about it, the Hudas or whatever they are, fool, like that's some robot shit, right?
It's
there.
like the
No
way they
emotion.
fucking treat people too, bro.
The
Like
way they're
that's,
doing
that's
it.
not
Some robot.
humane. They just fucking slam you. They'll choke you. They'll pull you.
Yeah.
Not long ago. I mean, right here by 40 something, they took a whole family
Yeah.
plus a kid. You
Yeah.
know how crazy is it to like watch a whole family being taken out of the house plus a kid being taken? You know that's traumatic.
That's traumatic.
And
Yeah.
you know,
it's
it goes back to what you say, South Central Eclipse, like how you don't see no more like vendors out in the streets, right?
Don't,
So
I know.
like with the Hood Santa and the foundation, shout out to all the people that's been donating, man. Like,
Yo,
appreciate you guys. Like Tito went viral on the news, you know. You got shout out to
Shout
the
to
Power
Tito.
6. He's buying out vendors, bro. Like he went viral on this video where there was 3 vendors, bro. He's like, man, Bengan said, get in the van.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, and you know they're kind of scared. Like, who's this
Oh,
guy in a
yeah.
van, bro? Like, and this guy, you know, like, like
That's not the
just
right
get-
approach.
Yeah, no, but once he starts talking
Yeah, yeah,
Spanish
for
to them,
sure.
and the way you know how Tito.
Because anybody with a van, I'm booking it, homie.
Yeah. So you know he starts talking that lingo like bikes, so you know like
Yeah,
that
for
that
sure.
home like hey venga like
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
and they're like oh, okay, and then bro he cashes them out like everything you guys made or would have made and get in the van and go home and hang out, bro. Like damn, homie, because you know
It's beautiful, dog.
how long is that gonna take them to sell that, bro, and then be in fear, dog? So it's like you just you know. So shout out to all you guys that are donating. We appreciate you, man. God bless you guys. You guys are doing God's
We'll
work.
put it in the fucking in the description. Make sure you guys
Yeah.
click that link
Yeah.
and support the Hood Santa because that's somebody that we call vouch for does for the community.
Dude, you know who even supported? So this weekend I went with so it's SOS. There's this guy so he does a lot of rock band, punk rock, like all that hardcore. Bro, I went to Pomona and everybody that had to go there had to donate, bro. Like even them, bro, like it's crazy. Like people really coming out to support, you know what I mean?
That's one thing that I was kind of like proud of for like just to see the resilience of the community fighting back for people are blocking people from being caught. Just to see that people are taking initiative to protect the community. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that not because there's people that want to criticize the movement. They want to say, don't use the Mexican flag. Use this. Do it this way. Do it that way. It's like y'all in the sidelines, like. Move the fuck back. Let the people do that. They gotta do what they gotta do.
Right.
It's not gonna be pretty. Name me a movement that was pretty, full, and peaceful. You can't in history.
Yeah, and if you do, you're gonna get walked all over, right? Like,
There has to be a little bit of aggression. There has to be fight back physically, in order for us to like make a change. Because change does not come peacefully. I don't give a fuck who you are. Name a situation that people fought for their rights and it happened peacefully. I can't name one, fool.
right.
It's part of the country.
And
It's
then
history.
and then that just changes everything. Because then if you don't show it, it's just like, oh yeah, we could just, and they are still doing it, right?
are
Like you
still
fight
doing
back,
it.
it's just like,
But it's the
man.
way that they're doing it. For they're pulling up to people with fucking ARs, dog.
They
Like,
are,
come
man.
on, way. What are you gonna do at that point?
crashing into people, right? Like even by your area, they were crashing into people for like.
Isn't it
God
crazy?
damn.
It's just been only 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks, dog.
And every day, there's like a whole different story, a whole different
And
video.
then on top of that, let's talk about like, oh damn, we're going to war, right?
Yeah.
That's happening.
Like
as
out
well.
of the nowhere, like now, like damn, now you got this, now you got like, fuck.
You know what's crazy right now is
What
the
the hell?
accessibility people have to phones for and how you're getting all these videos of the
Yeah.
missiles and all that.
That's
It's
sad,
incredible.
bro.
For like you're actually seeing this in your mobile phone. For like, are you getting desensitized or
Hell
are they
yeah.
preparing us for what's to come?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you start thinking, you start going down that rabbit hole. And shit.
Hey, you know that now that like we're talking about the war, like I think about like what's going on with us, and we're like over here, like damn, it's right.
Yeah.
Imagine them, bro. Like all them, the kids that are like
fool.
that's on a whole nother level. Like, and I start thinking like, damn, bro. Like in a
That's
way,
right.
I'm like grateful,
We're blessed, fool.
but in a way, I'm like it's still fucked up,
Like,
right?
have you seen the after pictures of Gaza? Fool?
Yeah.
Not to get into any of that, but crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
the
Nah,
kids,
you're right.
for-
You're, fool, you're
Fucking
right.
crazy.
You're right. I've always said that, like, dog, the world's ugly. There's some ugly shit happening
it's
right
terrible
now
out there,
across the fucking pond, fool.
It's coming. It's coming. Like everything that the Bible's saying, you know, like all the stuff, all the.
Yeah. That's that rabbit hole I'm talking about, fool. You know, once you go down that motherfucker, you start believing this is our last pope, fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just to recap the week, it was for those that don't know. I'm sure everybody knows. LA County has been going through massive raids, massive protests. How has the week for you guys? Like, let's say Fly for you. Like,
Well, I mean, it started with a protest, and then also like Pasadena had a couple protests. They had a couple ICE agents at some of the hotels, and people were showing up.
Dope.
You know, small, big, you know, large groups. So it's been that, and then you know they started, you know, over here in LA they were talking about National Guard and Marines and all that shit. People getting hurt, like cops on horses and shit.
Yeah.
Rioters.
Seen that old guy
protesters.
get pushed? That old man.
Yeah.
Oh,
coming home from work
So
and
it's been
shit.
crazy for sure. Just in general, everyone. I saw other people protesting at a hotel in Whittier. Like, you know, they're finding out that ICE agents are staying in different hotels in different cities. So it's been crazy for sure.
And then for your community, and like how's it? Is it affecting it? How is it affecting over here? Where like vendors, less.
For sure, it was emptier. There was less people outside. I did talk to one of the fruit vendors at a gas station, and I asked him what was, you know, I let him know what's up, and he was like, no, like aquí estoy, like si me llevan, and I'm just like, damn, like they don't really have another option. Like,
gets
at
to that,
point,
bro, you know?
So I was like, all right, cool, like thank you, like cuídese, you know, like.
Because there's people that cannot stop. Fool. They
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
They depend
Yeah.
on this. That's what they do. They work for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for you, Rezo, like how's been your mental health for these last 2 weeks, fool?
man, that's deep.
That fool, 'cause
You know what's crazy? That
Because you know,
you-
I think about you.
Thank you.
I think
Yeah.
about you every time. I think
Yeah.
about people that are close to me.
Yeah.
That could affect them in a different way. So I'm always thinking about all y'all fools, dog.
Yeah.
Daily, fool.
You know what? Like mentally, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like it goes through my head, right? Like I'm starting to have a game plan for my family, right? For my parents, like, you know, whatever happens, or any, and in general, the family, like you have to have a game plan. If what happens, just, you know what I'm saying, be
Yeah,
prepared.
you
But
have to.
mentally, bro, like I'm still doing me. I'm still out there, but damn, it's just in my head. Like it's messing with me in a way, right? It's
Yeah,
messing with
for
me because
sure.
like it feels like a dark cloud, bro.
Yeah.
Like the you feel the city, like what it, like
Yeah.
like the
Everything's so tense. With
yeah,
Everything's
like
so
like
tense.
it's the vibe where you're just like, damn, you feel targeted. It's not even like,
Yeah.
you know, now it's summer. Like, oh, it's summer. Like this and that. Everybody's happy. Now it's kind of like, damn,
Everybody's
dark,
tucked
it's a little
away.
dark. Yeah. So mentally, I mean, you know, I'm not sad. I'm not like depressed, like going through depression, but I'm just like bummed out, right? In a way. I'm 31 years old, right? I'm halfway. I guess we live up to what, 60? 67 of us, man. We live up to like 60 us, man, right? 'Cause we
Well, when coronavirus happened, we don't even know no more. Fool.
but what I'm trying to say is like, man, I had a lot of fun, bro. I've been having a lot of fun, whatever comes. I mean, there's still a lot ahead, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the world. You know what? The world is where it's at, and this is something that you can't fight it. I guess like you could fight it, but it's just right. Like there's
What-
so much.
What I would say, wait, don't let it defeat you mentally, fool.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I did it. It's
like
not.
don't
I'm
let it
not-
defeat you.
yeah.
Like be strong mentally. fool,
Yeah, yeah.
'cause
No, I manifest good stuff. I mean, you know, I think positive, and I feel like I'm going to Oakland. I'm going to work. You know, I'm
keep
keep
yourself
going.
busy,
You know,
fool.
I'm now managing Jada Mac. You know, I'm trying to help the kid out and do all these things. Still doing the community stuff. You know, still
Yeah.
doing me. Still like, you know, I'm gonna be honest. You know what? Something is telling me, bro, that out of all this bad, something good is gonna happen.
Eventually, you know.
You know what I mean? It's gonna like
No, that's
there
what
has
we
to be a reforma, you know, something good out of like what they see. Like, say the economy goes bad, right? And then they
Which
see
is going bad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So because they're gonna see that, you think that they're gonna allow it for that to happen again? They're gonna be like, hell no. Mexicans, immigrants are the backbone of America,
are,
bro. So
fool.
they're gonna be like, holy crap. Imagine you coming into presidency next term. You're not gonna want to do that because it's gonna make you look bad. Like, oh nah, fuck that. Like, right? That's the way I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's gonna be a good positive outcome of this. I'm trying to, you know, think positive, manifest it. But right now it's just like there's a lot of this going on, and it just like one day to another. I mean, homeboy talked about, not homeboy, but you know what I mean, like talked about like what was gonna happen, and he's doing it. And so it's like, You know?
Yeah.
That was kind of like, yeah.
And one thing that bugged me recently, for is when people were saying like, "Look, he's gonna stop doing it. He's gonna stop deporting people from the farms and the hotels." I'm like, and they're trying to like praise him for that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, where's the rest of the fucking people like that are working hard?
Yeah.
Right.
Just the people that are affecting their fucking food,
Their daily life.
their daily.
fool.
Oh, the hotels, because dog, like to me it was like a backhanded like. Man, I didn't want to hear that shit.
You know, at that point, bro, I realized like when, like I said, I stopped talking to a lot of people that supported that. At the end of the day, you're just talking to a wall.
you were talking
You know
to
what I mean?
a
You're
wall.
really like, you know where your heart is at. All right, now I know. I'm not even gonna argue with you
And you
because
know-
then it's gonna become like on some physical, right? It's
Yeah,
gonna be like now some beef. So I'm just
Yep.
like, you know what? I'm mature. I grew up. I'm like, that's where you think. That's what you are. Cool. I'm just gonna keep doing me.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah, and remember when we talked about that,
Yeah.
and I mean, for me, I was like, why would I stop talking to somebody for what their preference is?
Yeah.
But you know, it's starting to hit now, where it's like now you know what you voted for. Like I know what you voted for, so you're kind of against me now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well, it's not even me. It's
the
not
vibe
even
is just
you.
kinda-
It's
is
about
different.
society, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got to think about like homeboy or this person, that person. It's not about you anymore. It's about, you know, people are worried about their pockets, the economy. Oh,
Yeah.
damn, you're worried about damn. So you're like, what about humans, bro? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that people are really worried about their pockets, bro. And oh, you know, everything's expensive. I'm like, dog, come on. Fool.
And it ain't got better.
It ain't getting cheaper, fool.
You know what I'm
It ain't
saying?
getting any cheaper, fool. And look, I'm not gonna like. I understand your point of view with that, but what I'm bugged about people that that say I didn't know he was gonna do this when this fool told you he was gonna do this. So like people that are like going on social media doing their whole like, yo, I voted for him, but I didn't know he was gonna do this. Those people irk me, fool.
Yeah, and then it's crazy because when they argued with you, that's what I said on the last episode. I was like, bro, you know what? He said that in the first term.
Yeah.
So it's like, how, like, so then you're not like you didn't really think like everything he said. You like you stand on what he said, right?
Yeah.
It's like if I meet you, and then you're this person. So I'm like, all right, this was an asshole, or this was a criminal. I'm not gonna trust you no more.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you be like, oh, I didn't think like, fool, hello, he has a fucking tattoo saying the gang,
Yeah.
like, come on, it's just that's your image,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, so then you're not smart, right?
Yeah, it's been
I've seen a lot of artists and celebrities like
lot
posted
of
like I
them.
take it back, and I'm like, yeah, you can take it back, bro, but it's like that one vote, like everybody's vote counted, bro. Like the Latinos, like
Yeah.
Well, I want to even separate that too, because it's like, man, the propaganda for that became of even that election, you know. So
Yeah.
people got fooled into a lot of fake shit.
right.
That's why I couldn't talk to people about politics, because people would bring up fake scenarios that like, yo, well, they got you, like
Yeah.
the propaganda got to you,
Right.
you know. But I'm just tripping out on the people that were pro those types of pro that president,
Yeah.
and also are trying to tell us how we should protest.
Right. And you know what's crazy? They're always bashing on Obama, fool. Well, he deported more, but you know what I started thinking?
These people are racist, fool. Those people are fucking racist.
I understand, right? But he didn't do it in this freaking crazy. And the other
he
thing
didn't
is,
do it in that manner.
he did a long stretch, bro. You got to think about it. He did 8 years,
8 years.
long, so he had more time to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, look, I tell people, show me a video where Obama was removing people from their homes and from
Yeah.
their fucking
With that fear, bro. He gave me
from
DACA,
the
bro.
jobs,
You know,
fool.
shout out to
from
him.
the dogs. Exactly.
Like he
Exactly,
did it the
fool.
right way, like how he said it. Well, he just posted the other day. He said, "Well, there's a right way to do it."
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
there is, right? So if you really wanted to, you could do it the right way. He gave me DACA. I'm able to work. I'm able to do all these things,
Yes.
like, right? So
And that's a
so-
blessing too. Shout out to Obama, because
Yeah.
you know what? Fool? Everybody likes to throw that whole but Obama. Dog, to me at that point, it's just every time I hear that statement, I'm already thinking you're racist.
Right.
Like, why do you always gotta go to that?
Yeah,
Like, I just feel it's fucking lame. And I'm just like, man, shut up. Like, people need to just shut up and either you're going to be pro the community or shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because,
and I feel like a lot of people have been on the low, like people that we're with, and they're kind of like, oh shit, like, cause everybody, like, now they see it,
I've
like,
seen a lot of people be like, well, I didn't know. I'm not, all of a
It
sudden.
affects everybody. fool.
And look, even Joe Rogan, a lot of the fools get their takes from Joe Rogan, but even Joe Rogan is like, no, that's horrific.
yeah,
So watch, you're going to get a lot of these fucking Joe Rogan fans. Oh, and now it's horrific. He told you what he was going to do.
yeah,
So he was going to break the record. And he's disrupting the community as a motherfucker, dog.
yeah. And you know, we were talking the other day with my buddy, and it started making me think why LA so much, right? Well, I heard like because he wanted to do, you know, hotels back then, and LA, California never let him. So it's like, is it being petty? Is it being like a stubborn kid? Like, that's the attitude that I'm getting, kind of like pettiness, right? Like, oh, well,
I'm
you
sure
know,
a lot of the shit that he does is that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
To
saying.
me, it's not even that. To me, it's just
Fucking
like,
little tantrums.
to me, LA is like a power of the world, and it's run by Mexicans. Fool.
Right.
So of course, it's the easiest target. The easiest target.
Yeah.
We're out here, like even the corrido, everybody's taking a hit. Fool, the culture was bubbling, was making money.
Yeah.
Like we breaking records with the highest graduates in California. This, like breaking a bunch of records. For
Yeah, we're hard workers, bro. Like,
Fool,
if you-
they fear the browning of the country. Fool.
Right.
They fear that. I know people don't like to think about that, but it's true. Fool. They fear the browning of America. If you don't see that, it means you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, you know, and think about it. We're the biggest consumers. So imagine in 10
Yep.
years from now, like if this didn't happen or is going on, like how much we could do, bro.
And look, I'm sure, fool, the city's gonna be losing tens of millions of dollars every day.
Well, they
There-
have
there-
already. Fool.
Look, there's less businesses open. There's less tax being taken from purchases. The money's gonna be felt. Fool.
But look, it feels lonely. Like my boy right here said,
does,
like
dog.
you know, everything is.
Go through downtown, it feels lonely as hell. You're seeing everybody's closed. A lot of people are taking like vacations. A lot of businesses are taking breaks.
Oh, it's just like Father's Day, fool. How did you guys see Father's Day?
Oh,
How was
see
Father's
that,
Day for you
bro.
guys?
It's heartbreaking, no?
Yeah, I didn't even feel like Father's Day.
Nah.
How did it feel for you, Sly?
Father's Day was like we were supposed to go out to eat early and we didn't. We were just hanging out chilling. We did go out to eat somewhere in Eagle Rock and it was empty.
Empty.
It was kind of empty. Yeah, people were coming in and out, but it wasn't like people waiting outside to get in. Like it was kind of dead, honestly.
Yeah, for myself, my energy it's been off. It's been off. It's been off. You know, look, and then there's no one really in my family where that's gonna affect, but it still affects me regardless because it's my community, though. Like, I watch this community grow. I watch it like flourish. It's our generation, fool, that made this community grow this way.
Right.
So to see it just crumble and look, I'm just bummed out for everybody because I do have people that are close to me that have family members that are possible risk of that happening, and just to even see that and know that that's in the air, it does hurt me for it. And I've been down. My energy's been weird. I haven't even been wanting to post stuff. I just been like trying to kind of like keep my sanity full low
Yeah.
key.
Kind of like on edge.
On edge, yeah, all right, on edge. That's the feeling when on edge. And Father's Day just felt weird. I just wanted to be home and just tucked away, fool. Just tucked away. Eventually, we took the kids out to go eat somewhere, but just having that feeling, I just want to be tucked away, fool. Like just tucked away, like just at least for that day, you know, mentally, for I needed to recharge, because you know, I was out there in the protests. I was out there on with the Saturday where the downtown got looted, and to just see like the protests, see the protesters, and you know what? There was a lot of fools that I know that were, you know, trying to bash some of the rioters, and just trying to paint the protest was rioters. Like, so you're gonna erase the last 8 hours that were peaceful for just those 2 hours of fucking rioters? You're gonna just kind of paint them as it's negative. They're doing it the wrong way. Like, what do you mean? You were not even out there, nigga. I was out there. I was out there from the daytime to the nighttime, and to see 8 hours.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Shout out to you. Give me
Full
your flowers, bro.
8 hours of peaceful protest throughout the whole day. Fool, while these fools are like so-called Latinos are, but y'all doing it the wrong way just because you're gonna allow 2 hours of knuckleheads to fuck it up, and then you're gonna paint the whole movement a certain way. Dog, to me, it didn't sit right. So I was out there. Yeah, most of the day, to like 8 p.m. You start seeing all the ghetto fools trying to take advantage of the situation. You for sure, but you also see the protesters front line with the huras, and then you in the back you do see the knuckleheads trying to like start some
Hey,
shit.
speaking of that, you know the homie Rene, he's a photographer. He's the one that put the news on blast when they were lying or something.
When
and
they were like hey, take
I
a
don't
picture
know,
like this.
or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, but they kicked them out, and that's just to show you like they were just, you know, they only want you to see.
They only want you to see with the
Certain images.
the Waymo car with the fucking Mexican flag when the thing burning.
Yeah.
And like just to see how people were trying to pinpoint the flaws on I'm like, dog, it's gonna happen. Like,
But there was one reporter, I forgot what news outlet. She was like, right, doing the peace. They were doing peace protesting, and the cop, or I don't know what, like started like, and then
Damn,
she was
yeah.
like, oh damn, like this is real, like
Yep.
you know what I mean. So now they were like, oh damn, like
Yeah.
they're seeing what's going on, you know.
Shout out to all those live streamers too on
Oh, yeah.
TikTok. 'Cause
shout out to all the
they're
live
the ones
streamers.
showing us what's really happening.
That's
The
true.
peaceful protest plus the bad part of it. So it's not just highlighting all the bad stuff. They're doing everything
They're doing
from morning
everything.
to night.
Well,
That's
that's kind of like our new sense of news now, bro. You know, where we can actually see live footage of what's going on versus me taking a word from somebody who's going to paint it a certain way. You know
That's
what I mean?
getting paid, $80K a year as to these live streamers showing us the real thing every single day.
Because while you were out there, weren't they using your stream?
Yeah, I got clipped a couple of times because I was out there for a minute too, and yeah, for me it was important to show everything.
Yeah.
I was showing the people breaking the sidewalks. That's the one that went viral. The one that clipping the sidewalks. I was showing the people
Oh,
that
I
were
seen that one.
people that were in the front protesting, people that were in the back playing around, people that were doing the photo shoots, video shoots. I was showing you the whole thing. I wasn't painting you just the dime. I was also giving you the people in the front that were actually pro this, meaning making sure that they're doing it peacefully. Because people in the front were doing it peacefully, fool. It's just the knuckleheads in the back, masked up, throwing shit from far away.
Right.
That would ignite a burst of fucking shots and shit.
You know what's crazy? There's one thing that I didn't like. There was this guy that spoke up on it. Like there was these guys that threw like the rocks on top of the cop.
Yeah.
And he told him like, yo, what the fuck you doing? And bro, he got kind of jumped by them.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, dude, like I understand, like it you know what I mean? He's just kind of like, we're just protesting, like chill because
he's got
you know,
some sense,
If
yeah.
the cops
You know what I
are
mean?
coming at you, then okay, I get it. But if you're the one being
provoking it,
aggressive, and then the dude, you know, the dude kind of did tell him like in bad words. So the guy was like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of that too, fool.
So-
Protesters were
Yeah.
were checking the rioters.
So there's another situation where see how he approached them and talked shit like, what the fuck you doing? Tito, Hassan, he was in when they were doing the one right there by the hotel in Downey. You know how they were staying
Yeah,
over there?
that was there.
There was a car trying to burn out, right? And he almost hit him. And Tito went up to him, but didn't use no curse words. Was like, hey man, be careful, man. Like you're about to hit somebody. And he turned, bro. He looked like he was on drugs. And he's like, you're good, man. Like, and then he took off, and it was just like, because if he would have came, what the fuck? He would have probably reacted,
You're
right?
right,
right?
yeah, you're
But
right.
it's just different, right?
It's
It's just in
different
the
approach.
moment. But it was like when I seen the video,
That's a good approach, though.
yeah, you know, because you also don't know what they're going through or what drugs are on.
So I was seeing a lot of that of people almost fighting.
Yeah.
The protesters were trying to keep everything
keep it
intact,
peace, yeah.
and then you see the people that were just there to fuck shit up.
Right.
And you know what? A
That's
lot
what
of
fucks
people
it
that
up
were
for
there
them.
fuck shit up. They're not from the community, fool.
Yeah.
They don't look like us. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
seeing them. People that were fucking up the whole shit. They don't look like us, fool. They're from somewhere else in Calabasas way.
Yeah.
They're just over here for the fuck shit.
Yeah.
So and the thing is that like people that was like, all the things that were trying to like criticize it, trying to paint us as the whole thing, like, nah, bro, shut the fuck up. If you don't know shit, shut the fuck up. You know.
Yeah.
You know why you just clock in and do the regular shit.
Just clock.
You know.
Well, they were
Hey.
saying that there was undercover cops because some people got caught today.
Yeah.
And or they announced like who the suspects were. They were like describing what was going on, and they were saying like there was an undercover cop looking at somebody throw fireworks in the trash can, and then throwing fireworks at the cops, and then like they.
Oh, believe it,
They
bro.
ended up, he ended up like relaying the message, and they did get him.
Yeah.
He had like a bunch of fireworks in his backpack. He had like some other shit. Like they were just like
It's
they were
like,
out there. They
it's
were
like how are they
undercover for
getting all
sure.
these fools that
Oh,
are
yeah.
masked up, dog?
Yeah, exactly. Well, a firework it struck me for I'm fucked. For I don't know why that. I mean, I'm hopefully that. I mean, thankfully for that shit didn't pop like on me. It hit me, poof, and then it popped over there. But imagine if that shit. That's somebody behind me though. Some of the the rioters that were like in the shadows, just throwing shit, like just to even like that could have been my face right there, and it would have been somebody from supposedly our side. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of recklessness shit happening, and I will say they don't look like us, fool. They're not from this community.
Hey, like right now you said about undercover. So one of the books that I ordered, it's called Pale Horse, right? By his name is Scott Payne. So this guy's an undercover FBI agent, bro, that went in and went in, with the white supremacy, bro. And he went in there, bro, and I was tripping out like, damn, like hearing the podcast, he was on a podcast for like 28 minutes, but I need to read the book. Just him saying how he got in, how they got his trust, right? And think about how many families or how many people he saved, bro. He raided they raided a bunch of like white supremacy, bro.
Yeah.
And shout out to him, man. Shout out to Scott Payne, you know, because that's a hero, bro. You know, he's a hero. He went in there and risked his life, right, to be undercover and stop people from killing. They were trying to kill all these kinds of people, bro. He said there were 160 groups, bro. Like from 2000,
Damn.
I don't know what year, bro, but like, yeah, he retired. And, you know, and it's like you start thinking like, so there was this one part where he said that the girl asked him in the podcast, like, because when you're undercover, you build a friendship. Like, you build a friendship, right?
Yeah.
And then once I arrest you, it's like, fuck, you found out, oh shit, this was undercover. And some of the people, bro, actually forgave him. Like, kind of like, you know what, you were just doing your job. But you know what, that friendship was there. And that's just to show you that there's people that the conscience kicks in. Like, you know what, I can't hate you because all you were doing is trying to save the world, right? So if you're mad, it's like, nah, you know what you're fucking doing, dog. And he said that, and I was like, damn, that's deep, fool. Like, for you to really, like, you catch me, and I'm here like, you know what, dog, I can't even get mad at you. I know what I was doing wrong. You're trying to save humans and trying to save the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but that friendship was there. Like, when they would go to places and fight people at bars, the friendship was there.
Hey, but you know what? You're kind of seeing that right now in the community too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People popping out once they see a nice truck pulling up to the
Right.
block. You know what I mean? And that's cool, because I mean, you need to have people that are aware. Because I mean, my mom, dog, immigrant, dog, she doesn't want to leave
Yeah.
the house. She's scared as hell.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So having people in the community be on the lookout for shit like
That's
that
dope.
is
Yeah.
is good,
That's tight.
bro. You know?
I think there should be a lot of that happening, like on every block, fool. On every community, every block, there should be foods that are like scoping out for shit. The people should start putting up cameras up.
Ring apps right now.
Or
is
ring
popping,
apps are
fool.
popping.
And you know what I was telling my homie the other day? I was like, you know what, bro? Like, I don't know what person said on Instagram, all these cholos or should peace treat. And I started thinking, like, bro, if you have beef with people and you have, like, not with the Trump pro supporters, but I'm talking about, like, more like, in general, some dumb beef or whatever in the streets. Like, this is a time, bro, to just,
squash
you
the
know
shit
what I
out,
mean?
fool.
And
Yeah.
just help each other, bro. Like, this is a time that we should all connect and be together and help each other, right? Like,
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to like speak on the narrative of like the black community not standing up. When I was out there was a lot of black people right there
Right.
with us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I know that they want them to like as long as support is there. You're just not looking at the right
Yeah.
place. Because that was my experience. I was telling a lot of black people throughout all the protests that I was at for.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
for-
to my homie Big Deal Meeks. That fool was there.
Big
Fool,
Deal got to be-
he was out there with Smack. You know what I mean?
was there.
Like, yeah.
Smack was
We
out
caught
there.
Smack on
Yeah, shout
on
out Big
Saturday.
Deal.
Saturday.
But yeah, shout out my boy Big
Shout out
Deal.
Big Deal. Big Deal's always outside.
Yeah,
fool.
we've
Always
been
with the
doing a lot-
community.
we've been
He's
doing a
always
lot-
showing up to the
yeah.
left side. I noticed that.
We've been doing a lot of black and brown. Well, you see all the stuff we've
Yeah,
been
all
doing in
the
the
time.
community. He helps me out. And, you know, he was out there, bro. And I was like, damn. He's like, we're on the phone. He's like, yeah, I'm ready to go out there. And, you know, like he's clocking in.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's right. Like,
I
he
saw
really
that
cares
too,
about our
fool.
people, bro.
I did see Smack out there protesting
Yeah.
peacefully, just supporting the community, dog.
For sure.
It was double C. So all these foods that like want to point out all these like, I just always feel like these people are racist for low
Yeah.
key.
There's always
They
Daño
they
Rones,
always come from a racist perspective.
Yeah.
Why- like, man, I can never make anybody make you guys happy, dog. You're always gonna
Yeah.
point some shit out.
Hey, but right now that we all got some little laughs in, what's up, man? I feel like we gotta talk about some positive shit, man. I feel like I just seen my boy the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how was your weekend, fool? I know
Yeah,
you
man,
just
the
pulled
weekend
up to a show.
Yeah.
Well, first I went to the Bell show.
Shout out to Bell.
Yeah, shout out
like,
to Bell.
That's a man.
He had a show with Nico G4 from OPM. That was a cool little venue
That was
at
dope.
El Cid. I had never been there before. That shit was tight. It was cool to watch Bell perform and like perform the songs from his album. Like my favorite one was Every Day.
Every Day.
Watching him perform it live was tight. His peoples were in there, hyping him up. That shit was tight. It looked like there was a couple like new fans, like people
That's
that
dope.
hadn't heard about him. So like watching him perform for the first time, I think that's tight to like, you know, grasp that and then like go and research his catalog and shit like that. So shout out Marcel and
Shout out
Mel,
Marcel.
for sure for that.
And then that was Saturday?
That was on Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Friday was the Yodi show. Yeah,
How was that?
that
Shit was
tight.
dope.
It was
Yeah, that
dope?
shit was tight.
Yeah, I ran
Hip-hop,
into my boy. I was like, hey. I feel like I know you, dog. Yeah, but
Yeah, I will say
Shout out
that
to the Yodis.
hip hop was in the building for sure. Like most of the elements, like, you know, as far as like the people and like the type of crowd, you know, the one was on no one was tripping on anything. It was just all
dope.
straight vibes, music. The DJ was going up too.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yodi's,
tight.
they throw some pretty good shows.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they performed their
They
ass off
perform
too.
with-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even know. They didn't even know. I brought out Traffic. They didn't know he was gonna perform.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I brought out Traffic because he did a song. I put it together. Shout out to Traffic and
Shout out Traffic.
Scheme. You know, they did a song together, and I was there. And then yeah, you know, Scheme was like, man, we should hit up Traffic to come out here. You know, I was like, you know what, that would be a good idea. And he pulled up, bro. He called me. He's like, yeah, I'm outside. You know, he came like around 9, and a lot of people recognize him, bro. A lot.
Fool, I was a Grammy nominated
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You know, he's genuine, humble. My boy's not cocky. He's cool. He's not like arrogant. And, you know, he went up there, did his thing, and you know, with the homie. And then after, he's like, hey, we went outside in the front, you know, and he's like, you know, it'd be cool if I did one song. I was like, you want to do that? He's like, yeah. He's like, I want to do it. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back in there. Let me ask Scheme, right? I'm like, because that's you know,
Yeah,
that's his
yeah.
thing with the
Yeah, for
Yodis.
sure.
And, you know, I'm not going to go there. And he's like, I told Scheme, he's like, hey, I think he wants to perform at least one song. He's like, all right, let me go upstairs and ask. And he asked, and yeah, bro, you know.
Shout the Scheme.
So yeah, you know, yeah. So Traffic was out there. He did one song. People were loving. So it was like, oh shit, unexpected. You know.
Sick.
Shout out to the homie right here taking pictures. You know
That
what I'm
shit was
saying?
tight. Yeah.
It was a vibe, bro. It was a
And
vibe.
then for you guys that have you've been watching Coyotes like the last year moving like progression for what's your thoughts on the progression?
Well, first of all, it was
Stage-wise, everything.
There was a lot of people, and it did sell out, so they sold out. The merch
Shout
went
out.
crazy. Their setup, they always do a good set design.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they
creative,
do.
bro. Yeah.
I'm always telling this fool, hey fool, who's your investor? Because fools, do it up.
They had the Statue of Liberty with
Yeah.
with the wolf mask,
Yeah.
like the half cut. Had like the American flag
Yeah,
upside
that's
down.
That's fucking
They
dope.
had a Trump head on the DJ booth.
A lot of
Yeah.
symbolism.
So there was a lot of symbolism, yeah, and I mean I feel like it was a good time to like listen
Yeah.
to that music and watch it live with everything going on. Also, just having a bunch of people pull up and still like have the energy to go to a show in these times. So
Yeah.
I think
That
was
is,
tight.
man, that is true, fool.
I
That
was
is
just
true.
thinking that right now as you were saying. I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I need, dog. Just a quick outing, fool, just to
I think
drop the shoulders a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good thing to do. You have to find a way for to like get you off your funk because
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's been weird, dog. It's been
Yeah, with
weird.
this show, bro, I feel like I really like I you know, I've ran into them a few times, and with this show, I feel like I got to know them a little more and talk to them, and then I always tell them like, hey, I met you guys the first time I met you guys was with Prime, and it's crazy, fool, because that day is when I met you, fool. I met Prime, fool, and like we were just talking,
yeah.
we fucking like
That
you know what I
day,
mean.
yeah.
So was trying to flirt with me. I was like, hey, fool,
This fool like, yo, let me go with you tonight.
hey, chill, fool. Nah, so like we met
be a
through
plus
homie
one.
Tito, and then we were just talking, and then you was like, yeah, I got some shit going on in Oxnard, and I was like, oh, dog. He's like, yeah, let's go, and I was like, cool, and then it's crazy because at that time like Yodis are popping, but I didn't even know, like, I barely knew about them, and they were at the bar for Conejos thing,
Yeah.
and I met them there, and I was like, damn, I met these fools because of this fool, and then like now I'm over here like, doing shit with them. It's like, it's crazy, the growth, bro. You see it,
Yeah,
you know what I
fool.
mean? Like,
We put him on their first LA show like as a co-headliner.
yeah,
What was this? A 2021-ish?
Is that the first time I see them there?
I think so. 2021-ish. Conejo did them. I think we did them back to back,
Right.
back to back years. And every time they're just a great presence.
Yeah.
They're gonna give you the best show they could do. They're gonna go all out. They're gonna, man. He makes people fans of them.
Because
Right.
they perform.
Because
well.
look, I mean, at that point they didn't have many fans pulling up for them, but
Yeah.
they made sure everybody was fucking with them by the end of the night, though.
right.
that energy they give is.
Oh yeah,
It's
they,
top tier,
Dude,
fool.
even just the logo, the name, the Kyoto, like it's
The
dope.
logo,
Like,
the
everything.
visuals, the
Yodi.
reels, the music videos, their presentations, their photo shoots,
Nah,
their
they're
covers.
popping their shit. Fool.
Everything they do, dog, is top tier. Everything they do is very well thought of. Everything they do is motherfucking like high budget.
So
I'm
stay-
always fucking with these people.
Yeah,
now.
stay tuned. Stay tuned. You guys might see a mural. They wanted, might want to do a mural with me. They were telling me, they told Scheme told them I was an artist. I already had told them I was, but just so much shit going on, they probably forgot. But yeah, bro, they were like, let's do a wall. I'm like, let's run it.
Nah, them
Run
look
it.
dope. I
Be
fuck with them
sick.
heavy.
See a
dog.
big coyote. You know what I'm saying? The wall and stuff. Because they're from Hawthorne, right?
They're from
That's-
Hawthorne.
so
They're from
The only
everywhere.
thing about Hawthorne is I learned like you can't really do murals out there. There's some cities that don't let you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. So.
But shout out to the Coyotes, dog. I'm always championing these motherfuckers
Yeah.
everywhere I go, dog. Everywhere I go, they're all like I always tell the homie from the food community, dog. You gotta always cover these guys because they show you the value in music. They put a value on everything they do, and a lot of artists don't do that nowadays.
Yeah, they're
There's
high
very
standard,
few.
fool.
Yeah.
There's very few that do that, and they're still doing it, and it's good to uplift them because it helps the next man up. That's why.
Yeah.
Like shit. Hey, what you guys feel about the Dodgers way?
Oh, I seen that today.
The Dodgers
I see-
being the biggest Latino
Oh, I'm glad
entity
you brought that up.
in sports. Fool. How do you guys feel? The Dodgers have turned their back on the community. Dog.
I'm with the community all the way, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out Letty from Power 106, bro. She said some dope
You
shit
called
today.
them out?
Huh?
You called them out?
She basically said this. We have so much love for you. We've always right.
For real.
And then now she kind of asked, like, well, are we just money, like, right to the
We're a
pockets?
check to them, fool.
That's all we've been, fool.
So now I started really now this just showcased like, well, you know, back in the day what they did, right, with the stadium, they kicked all those people out, and people tried to ignore that part and got over it, right? And then now this
They
is
paid
happening.
everybody off.
Yeah,
fool,
and
you
then
know? Hush money.
now this is happening, and it just started making you think like, damn. And then now you see on Instagram, fool, like the Padres putting mariachis, but I don't know, those clips were old, and like now even people in the comments, like, as a Dodger fan, I respect this because it's just to show you, dog, like, you know, like, oh, culture, bro. You know, we're the ones that make the culture.
Yeah.
We're the ones that like, hey, you see all the games, who's the raza?
Look, for me, it was one thing them being quiet for. It was another
Right.
with the homegirl Nessa. I mean, the artist Nessa. She performed.
Right. Oh, I
and
seen
she
that.
performed the national anthem in Spanish,
Yeah.
which is an approved version
Right.
by the government and all of that. And even then, where they basically banned her for,
Yeah.
and she still stood her ground.
And then, yeah.
And the fact that they banned her for, it's just like, dog, you're just spitting in our face at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Man, at this point, man, fuck the Dodgers. And it hurts to say that, fool.
It does, fool.
It hurts to say that 'cause we're branded with their fucking logo everywhere, and it's like, but it's like, fuck. It sucks for them to like just
I mean, at this point, they chose sides.
they
dog,
chose
you know?
a side and they're sticking with that.
So does that mean there's gonna be another LA team?
Anaheim.
I don't
think we
know.
should-
boy.
Chill, my boy, no.
I just feel like they gotta donate $500 million to the community.
That would, yeah, right. That would be.
I
forgiving.
said the Dodgers. We're not gonna forget the Dodgers until they donate $500 million back to the community.
Right.
Let's clip this clip.
Yeah.
Because,
nice,
like,
dog.
we make these fools everything.
So we're not going to no more Dodger games, then, right?
No more Dodger dogs for you.
That's crazy.
No more glizzies
Fuck
for
you, I don't
you.
even drink. I don't even eat glizzies. Only for shit. The only one I did was at the fucking.
The only one I did.
the glizzy drinks. I took one bite, dog. The podcast, you know.
I took one bite.
I cooked my own fucking hot dog food.
He split it in half.
Well, I heard you don't even eat them with a bun, dick. Shut the fuck up, dude. This will be at the LA County Fair. They got the big ones right there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, do they? Ah,
Oh,
okay.
do they?
Shut your ass up, bro.
But yeah, I don't know. It made me feel some type of way with the Dodgers. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And they're not caring for it. I know
Right.
somebody tried to protest, and then they shut her down. También, like, man. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, that girl that had the she had like purple hair or something
She
like that,
was
right?
on the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
And then she brought the no ice.
Yeah.
And then they took her back to her seat. And
But
they took the-
okay, but right there, it starts chaotic. Right.
It's gonna disrupt the
Right.
crowd for
that
sure.
I understand, but like all the other stuff, like that, and
But
you know.
how do you feel about the MAGA hats being able
Oh
to
yeah,
be
that's
allowed?
of course that's disruptive too. Oh, but
Exactly,
they allowed
They
them.
allowed it.
At
They
the
allow
Dodger
it?
games?
The Dodger games full. There's pictures already
But,
showing
okay,
like,
but
look.
see, they could fight it and hit us with, well, that's something positive, make America great. When you cross out a certain individual, you're dissing, so they could argue with you like you're saying fuck you. It's like
Yeah.
versus if you have a hat that says fuck America, then yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
you're saying
offensive.
something positive, make it, and you know what it is. So
There was
Yeah.
a guy who had a sarape.
Yep.
oh,
It
okay.
had the Mexican colors on it. And they told him he couldn't walk in with it.
Yeah.
See, then that yeah. Well, why?
they,
I know, fuck them, but I'm saying they're gonna fight it and argue.
Yeah,
over
they'll,
this.
they'll be able to
Yeah.
argue it the right way.
Yeah.
They're gonna disrupt shit.
They,
But
they said that it wasn't like with the colors of the Dodgers or the team they were playing against. So they were just like,
So you had, damn, I didn't know you had a dress code. Huh?
that's crazy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
man,
they do.
they're doing shit the wrong way, fool. You know.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are gonna protest them. I don't think so.
Damn, I
Which
wonder-
is-
Otani gonna on the team. People are like, oh, what the fuck? I don't know. I was disappointed. And hopefully, but look, to make it right, they gotta donate $500 million to the community. Build a tech center in downtown LA. Put $500 million into that tech center.
Jeez.
And
My opinion, let's
and
clip this.
Boycott him for at least a week, though.
And let's boycott him for at least a week.
7 games, bro.
Even Santa Fe Clown canceled his tour for.
Oh,
he
I
did,
seen that,
yeah.
bro.
That was
because
that was.
See, that's where I feel like that. Where the
whack.
mental, like when you ask me how's the mental, it's, I mean, you know, it bums you out. Need that energía, bro, to be out there and partying. It's like when somebody passes away, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not really partying. Like when I was at the Yodis, yeah, I drank, you know, trying to have fun, but you still be like, shit is, you know what I mean? Shit's still
Yeah.
whack.
Yeah, if it's affecting everybody, it's affecting
Yeah,
in
and you
all
know-
types of ways.
You know, honestly, too, like I haven't been going on dates because of that, fool. It's crazy.
No more dates.
It's
For
crazy.
right now, fool, I'm not gonna give my energy and my time. You know, nah, just playing. Nah, fuck with you, though.
Yeah, if I'm not, I just stop trying to like stay mentally like sane with all this shit happening, and it just sucks.
Hey, fool, time out. I just noticed, fool. Are you like me, fool? Do you have your name tatted, fool?
I don't have my name tatted.
Fool, what does it say right there, dude? It says Prime.
Oh, the Prime stuff. That was my brand.
Oh, okay. This says Resume.
You oh no,
You're a copycatter, fool. This was caught in the left arm, fool.
Getting your name tatted on you, it is kind of
Well, it's
crazy.
because I jack off with this one day, so I don't want to like, they're all like, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, when did you get that one done?
which one? This one?
Yeah.
Like probably like a
First
year.
one? Oh, you go?
The what?
Like a year ago?
Oh, like a year ago, yeah.
That's funny, though.
Mine's better though.
Sheesh.
Fuck.
My shit's OG, fool.
Yeah, it's fine.
My shit has history.
Oh, no. Oh, hold on. I have history too, dog. Rezo, what the fuck, dog? Look, and I put cages, fences, fool. What's up?
Typical.
What else we got? Anything else y'all want to like speak on?
Let's see what else you got, Rezo.
Oh,
Hey.
man, what I got? Well, I'm going to Oakland, man.
Do you
Shout
guys
out
have
Oakland.
your last name tatted too, or not? Just your nickname.
Look, my boy, I'm going to tell you something, South Central Lake Clips. That fool just came out of nowhere.
Damn.
You got
Your last
name?
name?
Nah,
Your-
wait, no.
You didn't have your last name
nickname?
and your
Nah,
lower
nah,
back?
nah. I just got Rezo, you know. Rezo's not just it's a brand. It's what I
It's a
do,
brand,
right?
yeah. It's a
Yeah, because
brand.
it's me, but it's what I do too. It's the actions I take. But yeah, what's new with me? I'm going to Oakland. I'm happy, dog. So we're gonna do a court out there. Jordan, the brand Jordan, sponsoring it. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing God's work. We're doing a public. It's a park, right? So we're
Was this
restoring the park.
the same court that you talked about last time that you guys were kind of?
No, this is the lowrider court. This is in the hood. Yeah, pay attention, my boy.
Oh, they actually, they just did one recently right there in Monterey Park in Atlantic Boulevard.
Oh hell yeah,
yeah.
sick.
It was crazy, dog, because the colors are popping and
Yeah,
shit. It
oh,
just it vibes up the city. Fool.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
the
art
colors,
colors, bro,
I
brings
mean,
joy. You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
want
pretty
I
dope.
want to
Pretty
start it. I want to start a thing, bro, and hopefully you help me with my article, bro. But like, I really want. I've been wanting to do it, but I'm gonna change it up now. I want to do a bunch of murals of everything that spreads some positivity, bro. I haven't really done murals in the streets because I've been doing a lot of commission, right? Been
Yeah.
staying busy, but I need to go back. That's how I got known, right, for doing walls. Now I gotta go back and do it, and you know, I want people to turn and give them hope, right? Give them
Yep.
hope, give them this and that, and inspire
true.
them, and you know what I'm saying. So hopefully we do an article.
Hey,
with
you,
this
you
and
know what I
stuff.
see you doing a gallery too for with
Oh,
little
yeah.
stories of the
You
reasons why you did
man.
this right
oh,
here.
you're
and
reading
shit.
my mind. I already got
You
it
know what I
planned.
mean?
You know,
That's
my
fire.
gallery. I don't want to give ideas. I'm not a hater. I'm not gatekeeping, but you know, I know.
Yeah,
just
gatekeeper,
because
but
I'll
fuck
tell
y'all
you. I'll
fools.
tell you. Okay, no, the way I want to do it is like I want to do it where nobody has. Of course, trying to be different, right?
Of course.
But I want to do it with have people involved, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
just me. It's like say I do something with you. I want you're gonna have a. You know, we'll talk about it, but you'll
We'll talk about it, all right?
yeah, but yeah, I haven't
Okay.
done a
Gallery.
gallery. You know, one day, and when somebody buys my art, you know, when I get to that level, it's not just buying my art. It's the pain. I talked to this
Yeah.
the other day with my homie, and I was like, you know, what's crazy,
It
fool?
is.
Like if you were gonna buy my art, dog, you're gonna buy it pain and joy and
Everything that
and
come with
everything that comes with it, helping
story,
and
fool.
Yeah.
my life, right? Because it's Rezo, it's my life of like helping people, being good for like the other day I was telling this for like being good friends to one another and just being cool and funny and you're right, but there's a lot of pain that comes with it, dog. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, no, for sure.
coming from the bottom to doing what I'm doing.
You are a
and-
sad
and-
boy out
yeah,
here.
Yeah,
Sad Rezo.
yeah. So hopefully, if I'm not sad, dude. Sad boy, fool. Hey, shout out to Junior Anche, fool. I'm fucking with his music.
Fuck with
Sad
you.
boy, but yeah, we got a lot of good things happening,
that,
and we
fool.
gotta stay positive.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? And try to, I recommend go to the Laugh Factory, though. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some laughs over there because
Yeah.
shit is whack. Fool, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Where else you got? Anybody want to talk about anything?
I do have photos on film from Bell Show,
Hell yeah.
from the Yodi Show, and a couple pictures of this food.
Yeah.
And
He said, "This fool?"
and Pasadena, some of the protests.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
So follow me, Recuerdos by Fly on Instagram. It should be up there soon, yeah.
So can I buy one, fool? Can I buy the one?
Put me in the gallery.
Yeah.
Let's put that on the website too.
Let's do an article on that. Let's do an
Yeah.
article on what your
Yeah.
pictures with. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way-
for sure. Yeah.
Make sure shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to South Central Clips. Shout out to 911. Shout out to the team. Shout out to David. Shout out to Rezo, Cool Media. Shout out
Yep.
to Fly, Cool Media. We're all Cool Media. And tune in. We got some big guests coming up too.
Yep.
You know, so shout out to you guys. And
Oh yeah, we got. Sorry. Now that we're talking about what we're doing, so we got Jada Mag, and then I'm gonna bring some more artists in here. Start trying to do some more stuff, and hopefully we'll see where
Hell
that
yeah.
goes. Managing more artists, bro. Hopefully with the resources of mine, I can help them, and we just all we all break bread, right?
We all eat.
You know,
Yeah.
we have a special guest coming up,
Yep.
and make sure you check him out, Jada Mac.
Yep.
We'll be back. Yo, we just launched a new website, mycold.tv. Make sure you guys go check it out. Subscribe to the newsletter. We're going to be dropping giveaways. We're going to be dropping merch. Catch all the content that we have on this channel. And just tune in. We have a lot of big things coming. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe, support us, man. Catch you guys next time. Shoo, we're back with the special guest. Shoo. I want to welcome our guest for the night. We have Jada Mac. Shoo,
Jada Mac.
Do it up. Yo, let's get to it, phone. Let them know what's your role in the situation right now. 'Cause
Oh yeah. So
you've been talking about the homie for quite some couple weeks already.
yeah. So this is Jada Mac. This is my first artist. I'm managing him now. I want him to go in the right direction, and we got Pops here too. Shout out
Yo,
Pops. That's
what
big.
up?
That's Big J. You know what I'm saying?
Big J. All right.
Yeah, but this is Jada Mac, man. Jada Mac's 14 years old, man, and he's killing it. He's young, bro.
How do you guys meet?
With my homie Scheme from Westmont.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
how
Yeah,
did
yeah.
we meet? Where were we?
Yeah, you
Oh,
fools picked me up.
Yeah. Westmont hit us up to go to the bootleg Kev to make that Joey Badass.
Oh, name drop. Shoot. Yeah. Also, you met in the mix. He's already in the
Yeah,
mix. He's
yeah,
already
Yeah.
clicked up.
Westmont's
And
like, Westmont's like, can you pick up my homie? He lives like a couple blocks down. We're like, yeah.
Yeah, South Central.
And this fool hopped in the car, and then he was talking about like, yeah, I want to start managing people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how long you been an artist? How long you been recording?
Since last August.
Last
Probably,
August?
Yeah, like what, like 9 months?
That was the first time you stepped into a studio, actual
Yeah.
studio? And prior to that, no, it was just you messing around with it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, no. That was like my first ever time hopping into a studio.
So everything at the same time, meaning like you wanted to be an artist, like, fuck it, I'm in the studio, let's just try it out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dope. And Pops, like, how did that happen for you? Like, did you always imagine him being an artist or in
Hell no.
any way?
Nah, I didn't even know the full correct. I was just like, my jaw was dropped. Like, damn, I didn't even know he
shit.
could rap. I didn't know what he was rapping about. I was like, I'll listen to that shit at the studio, like, save it.
Yeah.
And then when it came out, I was just like, oh shit.
There we go.
And then let me hear a little bit more. Where did you guys raise? What part of the area? The part of the city?
We're from La Habra, Orange
Habra?
County.
Orange County.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Orange County.
Yes, sir.
And then growing up, what were you guys bumping? What was he bumping growing up for you?
Oh, when I was little.
Yeah, when you were little.
Oh, I remember. Well, he put me on to like all the older rappers, obviously Easy.
Easy.
But what he was like bumping, I remember My Crazy Life by YG came
Oh,
out.
okay.
And then they dropped that one single, Ride With Me remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was always playing. Chief Keef, when he first like was barely popping, he was playing. Who else? YG, Nipsey, Chief Keef, 2 Chainz.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you've
That's
been
when-
you've
that's
been
when
paying
2 Chainz
attention
was-
for a minute,
yeah.
okay? And growing up, it was only rap. That was kind of what you were attracted to more.
Yeah, well, that's all. That's all,
That's
I
all
was
you knew?
listening to. Yeah, everyone around me only listen to rap.
And then did you ever like in your own time ever try to like spit a freestyle or try to write music, or did just everything just happen at the same time?
Nah, I didn't even know I can rap.
Damn, it's been almost a year, August. How does it feel from like now to like when you started? Like, do you love it more now that
Yeah,
you're doing it?
Yeah.
What was the best thing about it for you?
The best thing about it, probably when I get on stage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no stage fright.
Nah, I don't know.
that adrenaline, huh?
That's dope, though. That's dope, bro. That's dope. And how did it feel being in like a stage, how did it feel for you? Like the first time pulling up, were you a little nervous maybe?
The first time, nah, I wasn't even nervous like that much. I was just like, damn, it's a lot of people because my first performance was at the Yoast with King Lil G and
Oh, damn.
King Lil G and who else was performing? Sugar Free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was my first performance. I was opening up for him. And I was
Damn,
like,
that's
there's
tight.
gang of
To be a
people.
opening first time, dog, that's a pretty big one right there. That's dope.
Yeah,
So you got a really good experience then,
yeah.
off the top. And music. Now when you start making music, who's writing? What's your process like with that?
What do you mean? Like from when I start the song?
Yeah, like when you start a song, how do you start a song?
I'll get the beat, I'll listen to it, and then like the hardest part for me is coming up with the first word to start it, the first sentence.
Okay.
After the first sentence, like I can go on rhyme, but it's just hard for me to get the sentence that
And you know what? That's like the most important part of a
Yeah.
record because you only have like 10, 15 seconds to attract somebody to actually bump your shit. So it's really good that you pay attention to that. Like the first 10 seconds are very important because you know what? Once you set it off, after that, you're just riding on that energy after that.
Writing on the energy and the rhyme. It's just hard to get the rhyme and like
Yeah.
for the first word.
And then in school, they know you're an artist now.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you now?
Before that, like before I was rapping, I was even getting on stage with Lefty Gunplay. Who else? Who else was I getting? Drex the Joint, Rowdy Rags.
Shoosh.
Yeah, I was on stage with them and like I'd post it and be like, "Damn, how'd he get on stage? Take me!" Like,
Yeah.
But when I started rapping, they saw me like all over full community, New West Coast, like all that. That was in the summer. So when I went back to school, like the first week,
Man, you came in a different person at
Who
that
came
point.
in hot?
With numbers.
That's a dope experience, bro.
when I went to class, I think like the first, second day, some kid was following me around to all my classes, telling like all my teachers, "Hey, you know who this is, Jada Mack?" And the teachers would stop class and ask me like, "Oh, what's your rapper name?" Or and I'd be like, "Damn, these fools really told him."
Yeah, you wanted to stay low key.
Yeah, or sometimes I'll be chilling in class, like, and someone will play my song on their computer,
Oh,
like,
that's dope.
yeah, I'll be like, "Damn," they'll be bumping in, like looking at me.
How does that feel to you? Like seeing somebody else enjoying your music?
I kind of get like not embarrassed, but like shy, you know?
A little shy?
Yeah.
No, that's natural. That's natural. But it's a big accomplishment, bro, for you to be able to get in on a studio, create something original, and then put it out there. It takes a lot of guts.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of guts. You know?
Oh yeah.
And you know, but I think it's natural because, like you said, when you're on stage, for you, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
So that hey, you're meant for this space. Right now, if I was to say, who are you bumping right now? Who are you bumping?
Right now, Peso,
Peso, how's the Peso?
Austin the Pac-Man. You know who Austin the Pac-Man is?
Yeah.
It was hard. Peso, Austin the Pac-Man. King Lil G, Drummer Boy.
Shout out to drummer, shout out to King Lil
Yeah,
G.
shout out Drummer. Rucci.
Oh, damn, you're tapped in like that.
Yeah.
That is dope. All right.
Bravo the Bag Chaser. Yeah.
Oh, so you have a really good scope of who's your peers.
Yeah, and Westmont Scheme, I've been bumping his
Yeah,
shit, too.
Westmont Scheme. Shout out to Westmont Scheme.
Yo.
All his unreleased.
And when can we expect like an album? You have an album already? Not yet.
I'm working on an EP with Zace Hundo.
Okay.
I got this last song that I need to record a verse for, but then after that, I'm gonna drop it. So probably like next like couple weeks.
And your dad, what kind of role does he play in your career right now?
My career, like big. He's with me everywhere.
he's with you everywhere?
I don't go nowhere without him.
Yeah.
Pretty much like full-time videographer, chauffeur,
Everything you
everything,
need.
everything.
Whatever needs to
takes
get
me
done.
everywhere. Takes pictures, videos. Gets like all. If I'm doing something, talking to someone else, he'll go to like say there's an engineer or a beat maker. Like, oh, get my son's Instagram. You know.
Okay, hey,
Yeah.
connecting
That's
the dots.
pops.
Hey, that's pops. Hey, and then how does it feel for you, bro? Like for you to be like new in this space where now, like I'm sure before being a fan of music, but now you're in the music industry.
Yeah,
How does it
yeah.
feel for you?
Kind of it's like surreal.
Surreal?
It's a trip. It's cool, you know.
Yeah.
I enjoy more seeing like when he gets a kick out of it. Like
Yeah.
I just try to play the background role, but I mean, I get excited too, but I just play the background role and let him network. You know what I mean? Just try to play, just stick in the background and then just try to network. You know what I mean? And let him, do his thing.
Hey, that's respectable. Let him be an artist on his
Yeah,
own, right?
it's about him. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I ain't trying to. I mean, you know what I mean? Just be that pops. That's all in the. You know what I mean?
All in the
trying to
videos.
wipe- Yeah. I
With
ain't
the chain
puffy.
también.
Yeah. I'm just like I'm playing the background role.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
dope.
I'm just letting him do his thing. You know what I mean?
And what artists have you been around that you were like, God damn, I'm like in the same room as this person?
Fuck, all of 'em.
Which moment that hit you like the hardest? That you feel like, God damn, I was bumping this fool, but look, now we're peers.
Yeah, Peso, drummer.
Drummer?
Yeah, drummer. I was like,
Shout
that
to
was
drummer.
cool. King Little G, Westmont. That was cool. I was like, damn, this fool's hard. And then we ended up meeting him, and then they ended up clicking and vibing. And he chills a lot with Westmont. Westmont, you know what I mean? Gives him a lot of games, schools him, and you know what I mean. That's like his big homie.
That's
That's
dope.
tight.
And that's a really good big homie to have because he's a spitter, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You know what I
eats,
mean?
sleeps, and
No
breathes
Diddy.
fucking rhyming. You know what I mean? He'll talk shit to Jay like, "Hey, that shit sounds trash," and you know what I mean. As a father, I'm like, "Cool," like people are like, "You ain't." I'm like, "Hell no," he's schooling them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like tough love, but it's like big bro shit.
Yeah.
He puts him up on a lot of game and helps him with his craft and everything. So it's pretty exciting.
And within the last year, what's one thing that you don't like about the industry now that you've in it, and one thing that you do like about it?
What I don't like is just, I mean, all the drama and beef or like
Yeah.
you kick it with these fools, other fools are like, oh, it's like, nah, we're trying to make music with everyone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, we're cool with everyone, but I mean, that's what I don't like. What I do like is, I mean, obviously when people take a liking to him or they respect his craft, not
Yeah.
just like, oh, this is just some kid rapping about this shit. Like, they actually like listen to his shit and then, you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, they start giving him, like, take him under the wing and give him, you know what I mean, school him.
And so far, what's been like your most proudest moment where you had to like kind of like, damn, like this is happening right now, like for him, watching him.
All his features, really. I mean, with everyone,
Yeah.
they're just like, how old are you? Or like, damn, you know what I mean? They're just like, all right, cool, I'm fucking with him. You know what I mean? Everyone co-signs him and ends up taking a liking to him, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, a lot of people thought they're like, come, like my home, or people from our town, or what? Just people like, oh, your pops is writing that shit, or who, you got a ghostwriter? I'm just like, hell no, that's all him. Like,
Damn.
they've been
okay.
in the booth with him, so they see all that shit. So I'm like, I wish I could rhyme. I wish I could rap, but nah, hell, I can't take no credit for none of that shit.
Yeah.
Only thing I could take credit for is basically, I mean, having him being a father, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
You inspired him with the music.
yeah,
you
yeah,
showed
Inspired
him-
him, bro.
yeah.
for
With
sure.
my playlist helped him. You know what I mean.
Your
Fucking-
lifestyle, your upbringing helps the new generation.
Yeah,
with
that's all I could take credit for. You know what I mean. But other than that, it's all him.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he could do that shit or rap. You know what I mean? I'm just riding along for the, you know what I mean, for the way, you know what I mean, what he got
that.
going.
And, you know, guide him and how he
Yeah,
has to be
guide
guided
him
for
and make sure he's safe, and I just want what's best. You know what I mean? We got goals and shit.
Yeah, because from my experience working with artists, one thing that I feel like you have to be just as hungry even when you're up on top.
Yeah.
Once you get comfortable or you feel like you get lost in a sauce, that's when everything starts to fall. Like for yourself, bro, like make sure that you stay consistent with your goal. Like, yo, there's good times. Good times. You are gonna be in situations where, yo, we're having a good time, but know how to separate that from like business and pleasure. Like there should be a fine line between both. That way, you guys will be able to get to where y'all gotta get to. Because you know, because everybody sells you a dream over here in this industry. Everybody sells you the big game. I could do this, but know what you want out of the game. Know what you want with it, and like your own vision. Don't let nobody tell you, well, you know what, you got to do this. You got to do it how you feel. If you feel this certain way, this type of music that I want to do, go with what you feel. Because when you feel is when you're having the most fun. When you're having the most fun, it shows in the record. People, you could tell when people
Yeah,
artists are
sometimes
having a good time.
I'll have like probably like 10 people in the studio, like, oh, do this, do that, do this, nah, do this, you know. I'd be like,
Can't.
damn, just
Yeah, you gotta stick to what's fun to you, bro.
Yeah.
Look, because what's fun to you isn't a project on the actual audio. It will. So
Yeah.
I think just sticking to what you like to do, and understand like you have your own vision and stick with that. And you know, and just play the game because you got to play the game, but play the game with the people that you know. Choose your team, and the team it is very important for people to be able to see you and be able to move you in the right space because not every space is the right one, and knowing how to read that and okay, this artist is not for me to be around and move over here because you have your own lane. You're carving your own lane because there isn't an artist like young as you in the Raza space. So for right now, like you are the only one from what I see.
Right.
So you
And
are.
then he's with
carving
Pops, bro. That's
with
amazing,
Pops,
bro.
yeah.
That's dope, bro. You could write a whole article about that. You know what I mean?
And
It's
for
upcoming.
you, how's the experience with that working? With
Oh,
him?
that's dope because when we were in the car and we were talking about that, you know what I do, right, with the community and stuff. And I was just like, bro, the industry's like, for me, I'm around the industry.
Yeah, you
Right.
are.
I don't produce, I don't do no music, but I am around it, and I'm like, bro, like, it's grimy.
Yeah, and also I think
You
that
know?
even your experience with being in with the black and the brown
Right.
in the music space, it could help him out as well.
Yeah, and I'm in the right circle, right? I know
Yeah.
there's grimy stuff everywhere, but I'm in the right circle, and I'm like, bro, I got all the resources.
You do.
Like, man, like I could push this kid, help him his career and make it happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? So why not? He's young, bro, 14 years old.
14
dog.
years old.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah. And enjoy the process as you're going. Enjoy the process because don't let it get to the point where it feels like a job to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, like, respect your studio, respect your creative space. If you feel like, I don't want nobody in here, that's how it should be.
Right.
If you feel like, I want to feel good, let me bring some people around, dope, that's how it should be. But don't ever let turn into work where you feel like, I don't want to do it no more. Well, it's because you're letting everybody else have more fun than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for you, what's been the one of the learning? What have you learned the most from the last 9 months?
Learn the most. Shit. The dictionary.
Yeah.
And then for your EP, like, what kind of sound are we expecting? How would you describe that EP?
Some hype.
Yeah, some hype shit.
Some hype shit?
Yeah.
If you were to give me, like, let's say 3 rapper vibes that you would, like, say would be kind of like the vibe that you would be giving. Like, if you had to put a couple artists together, like, be like, it's a little bit of this.
Well, I saw on a Snoop Dogg beat. I got a DJ Quick beat.
Oh, shit. How many records do you want to, like, have in this EP?
Like five or six.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
And you're almost ready with those.
Yeah.
When can we expect it?
Like couple weeks. It just depends on how long the distribution takes to drop
upload
it.
and all
You
that,
know how
alright.
it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a couple weeks, yeah.
Maybe a month. I don't know.
Like in a month or so.
Yeah.
When can we expect your first music video? Or you have it at?
I've had my first music video, but I'll probably do another one once this EP drops.
Yeah. Like an official one for the project.
Yeah.
Do we have a name for it?
Shit, I'm still thinking about
Thinking
that.
about it?
Yeah, freshman of the year. I don't know.
Freshman of the year, damn.
Nah, but everyone be saying that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I'll be
it'll go with you
Westmont.
though.
Yeah, I'd be with Westmont, like saying all kinds of ideas, like, nah, that's already been used. Or no, he got mad at me in the studio last night.
Okay?
Yeah,
Hey, I fuck with that, bro.
because I was gonna use a Stephen Curry bar.
Yeah.
He was like, man, you better not use that shit. He's like, everyone used it. He's like, if you use that bar, just take me off the fucking song.
Hey,
Yeah, he's trying to have the homie,
That's,
you know what I
that's
mean?
dope,
Yeah.
though. Hey, you know what? That's dope, bro, because you know what? Everybody does use a Steph Curry bar.
Yeah,
Hey, that's challenge you to, hey, get a little deeper with it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Nah, I got the deepest that bar can go, and he still didn't want it.
You're like, nah. Yo, damn, bro. So, hey, you really take love in the actual craft of it.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
He's
though.
trying to keep you sharp, trying to keep you on your toes. That's good.
And any features that can we expect from this album
Features.
that you want to share? For sure, Westmont Scheme, right? I'm already gonna say that one.
Yeah.
That was locked in.
Westmont's on one song. We got one where we're going back and forth. Like, when I'm talking about like, like I want to go slide, and he's
Yeah.
telling me like a big homie, like nah.
That's a back and forth.
We're going like two bars.
That's tight.
Hey, that's dope though. That's dope to even show that type of depth
Yeah.
for a youngster because low key, youngsters, everybody want to slide, but it's good to have that perspective because somebody else might look at it like, oh shit,
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
coming
Hey,
from
the
Scheme, he's
conscious.
already experienced. He went through that.
Yeah.
So he's saying like, homeboy, like, nah, don't do that. It's like giving him some game, like Big Brother.
Yeah.
It's just hard way.
And who else is featured? You have anybody else?
Nah, I've been thinking of trying to get some features, but none like, you know.
Well, you want to call anybody out? We'll call them mine. We'll clip them. Who do you be would be your dream collab? Let me say
My
that.
dream collab.
Like right now, let's say, yo, we have one record.
So
Peso?
Yep.
Yo, Peso, tap in with the homie, dog. Shoot. Like, hey, that would be hard, fool. You and Peso.
Yeah.
Peso, we're going to clip this up. We're going to all tag Peso and get that shit going.
yeah.
Shout out Peso.
Shout out
man.
Peso. Yeah. And
Yeah.
who else would you want to work with?
Dream feature, Peso. Who else? It's hard.
Shit, we might have him get one with Chito.
Oh, shit.
Chito.
Chito
Yeah,
Branas?
we're just with him today, yeah.
That's dope. Hey, then you're around the mix, bro.
Yeah.
You're really around the people that are actually doing stuff. Just stay inspired. Stay inspired. Stay hungry.
Focus.
Focus. Because you're young. You have a lot to learn. You have a lot to grow. And just, have a nice little huddle with you guys and just always the team. And just keep going.
Sir.
I want to appreciate you guys for pulling up. We're going to do a mic drop next week.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys tune in for that. We're gonna do a whole spread on the homie, a whole photo shoot going on with Cool Media. Shout out to fucking Rezo for pulling up. Shout out to Fly. Shout out to Pops J. Where can we
Shout
find
out
you, bro?
Pops.
Shout out your shit out. Where can we
Yep.
find you?
Jada Mag 562 on Instagram, and then my Spotify is gonna be up. So everyone stop listening to the other one because I lost my password to that account. But we gonna start a new one.
Oh, start a new one. All right, hey, and that way you motherfuckers know. 562, you already know.
Jada Mac.
Shout
Shout
make
out
sure you
Jada
guys
Mac.
tune in. Shout out to everybody. Make sure everybody stay safe. La Raza, make sure we keep our heads up, and just know that we're here for the long run, and we gotta look out for each other.
Yes,
And I
sir.
forgot my chain at home. That shit didn't get snatched.
Hey, he gets that. Hey, make that shit. We clear that shit up, right? All right, we out.
Yes, sir.